Hey Hunters, HaloZoo here, back after, I don't know, like a few years, maybe, uh, probably like 5 or something, but I'm here in Minecraft, just barely chugging along, but this was the best system I knew I could use for now, and I'm actually hoping to get back into YouTube with a few of my old friends, Michael, Brian, and Dzuy. And I have a few things planned. You can see to the right of my character and behind me there are some video plans, and the right is actually a whole bunch of series that I'll get into later. But uh, first off, I wanted to give a few notes about my channel, and I'm going to sheath my big giant sword. And so, first off, I won't promise weekly videos for now, but these are a few notes for the channel going forward. Uh, so, this channel is for fun first, profit is secondary. So, that basically means I'm not really going to be listening to suggestions as much. Uh, so if you suggest a game and we don't do it, then don't worry. It's just because I wanted to do whatever we do instead. And it's sort of like we don't care about profit. I don't care about profit right now. So let's just have fun. And I hope to make sure that is always the priority. So, commentary, we will likely go PG E10 in that sort of range, rather than R slash mature 18 plus or adult only. This is by commentary alone mostly, so the games will give us our rating, and we won't really speak for the games we play, but in general, I hope we can be a little more family friendly and have it be where your parents aren't going to be ashamed that you're watching such content. And you can, for more people, I think you can have your kids walk by and you don't feel bad most of the time. We will have both IRL and gaming based content. However, gaming will be focused, with one, well, technically two series sort of being excluded, but for the most part, I do believe that gaming will be our primary focus for the channel. So, me, i.e., Trey, I'll appear the most often for now. Michael will appear the second most. This is just because of the stage we are in. Brian and Dzuy are both in college, and me and Michael are out. And this is my channel first, so do expect to see a few more series that are just me. Some videos may get political, mostly due to what just ends up happening with the subject of the video. We may occasionally use real guns as well, so if you don't really care about the Second Amendment, then be warned. I do support it, and we may occasionally do videos with that. So, also, I will not be managing any social media account we have for this channel, if we even have one. I don't plan on doing one, so YouTube is going to be pretty much the only thing we work with for now, and that I will be working with specifically. So, also, just as a side note, just because this is my channel does not mean Michael, Brian, and Dzuy do not get their own personal content. they are more than free to do their own stuff on this channel, and they may have their own channels as well, but they will also have their own videos on this channel, hopefully. I currently don't know. This is just something that I've done out of the blue as like, you know what, I want to do this again. So there are a few notes now. There may be some more stuff that we come up with in the future. I'm not sure how I'll talk about it, but I might return to this darn world and go to it. So as for series on the channel, we have a bunch. However, there are a few I want to look at. Well, I'm going to actually look at all these specifically, but there are two I want to, well, actually 3 I want to highlight, and that is the Zoo Tycoon 2 and as well as Tarkir and Survival Mode series. With Tarkir and Survival Mode, both of these series are going to be in Minecraft Bedrock. Meanwhile, with Zoo Tycoon 2, yes, it is an old game, but that's currently the game I'm going to have to do a lot of on this channel just because I can barely run Minecraft. I mean, this has been lagging out of heck. I've had to turn my settings down a little too far, so don't expect a lot of Minecraft Java. As for the Bedrock content, hopefully we can get Tarkir up and running. This is sort of a tribute to Achievement Hunter's famous Achievement City. So there will be several callbacks to that, and we're going to have several Let's Plays directly inspired by them. So Survival Mode, we already have a world we've been working on, and essentially the idea is we're just going to get in that series and go back to it, continue it, but on the channel now. As for Monster Hunter World Iceborne, HaloZoo Saga, I don't know if I'll be able to do it. I'm not sure if I want to do it, but I will be playing Iceborne, don't get me wrong, but I'm not sure if I will be in a recording mode for it, and I'm not sure I even will record it. And that's what a question mark will usually mean. As for Java, hopefully we can do my Tarkir Reborn mod pack that I've made. It's basically an amalgamation of all my favorite mods, so hopefully we can do that, but that is a far in the future deal. We're talking 2 or 3 years at least before I can actually do that stuff. Meanwhile, the Minecraft Bedrock stuff, maybe in the next year we could start doing that. And Zoo Tycoon 2 you might see a few of those videos in the nearish future, actually. Sky Factory 3 and 4 on Minecraft Java. I'm not sure which one to do more. Personally, I like Sky Factory 3 a little bit more than 4, but we may just do both. Or we may do one of the special versions of that. A look into mods is going to be a mod spotlight series I might do. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do it in the near future. Some mods I might actually be able to do soon rather than later, but that is something that's sort of up in the air over whether we'll do it. Skipping over Dragon Age for now because that's a special one. So another thing I want to do is actually Nintendo Land. If I move over, there we go. So Nintendo Land, we have 3 series shown, but we'll actually be playing 5 different games. Legend of the Pikmin is going to be set in Pikmin Adventure, and it is going to be us going through the entire Pikmin Adventure story mode, and it is actually going to be our second run through this game. However, the thing is, it will probably be a while until we do some of the stuff, but do note it is not going to be a blind playthrough, and We may vaguely know what we're doing, so there is that, but it should still be fun, because I don't think a lot of people played through it all, or at least remember playing through it all, because it was on Wii U, and we're on the Switch now, but we will be going back into it. The Zelda adventure is going to be in Zelda Quest, and that is probably going to be me, Michael Bryan, with Dzuy on the sideline for it, simply because that game is way worse the more people you add, and you really theoretically want 2, but we might be running with 3 people just because why not, and we're going to do it. We have almost completed the entire thing. We got to Ganon's castle, but we've had trouble with that, so once again, it won't be a blind playthrough, but we may not exactly remember how to do certain things, especially by the time we play it, so there is that to look forward to. As for Nintendo Land 3v1 Madness, that's just a working title of sorts. Might actually keep that, but basically that will be us playing the competitive modes. We won't be playing Pikmin Adventures competitive mode, but that's just a stupid one anyway. We will be playing Metroid Blast competitive. We will be doing Luigi's Ghost Mansion and the Animal Crossing Sweet Day games, and that will sort of be an ongoing series that it may not be a consistent series, and it's more of an episodic series than a, hey, this has a modicum of story to it, but it will be just a fun series we do. That might end up being the most common videos on the channel, is just going to be us playing the various Nintendo Land games. We may also occasionally play the Pikmin Versus mode and the Mario Chase game, but don't expect those two. They aren't as fun, and we don't enjoy them as much. Smash Bros. This is going to be the Wii U / 3DS version, or the Smash Bros. Ultimate. Probably going to be doing the Wii U one a bit first, but I gotta clear the freaking weather again. Waiting for that to go, and here we go. So it is going to be in Smash Bros. Humans versus bots. It's 4 versus 4, and the bots are all level 9. We've done this a few times. We've actually successfully done this, but this might be a monthly or occasional series that we do. Don't expect it to be a consistent series, but we'll occasionally just go in, jump in Smash Bros. Human VAI. I just got warped. Which one is this? This is... Oh, Flux Phage. Great. Also, you will see Dungeons and Dragons. So these are more of a collection of series, and we'll be doing both 4th and 5th editions of Dungeons and Dragons. So we won't just be doing 5th like some channels. We will also mix in some 4th edition content, and I may actually even do more 4th edition than 5th, but that's just because I have issues with 5th. You might also eventually see us do some stuff with a sort of rewrite of both of these editions that I've been working on the side. So that may one day come up. I'm not sure when, and I won't make any promises as to when we'll see that, because I don't even know when I'll finish with it. Also, we have Magic the Gathering. This is something I'm not sure we'll do. I'm the only person who has consistently played Magic the Gathering lately, so I wouldn't expect the others to do it as much. Oh my gosh, I got warped again. It's the fog one, isn't it? so I got to get up close now. So Commander / Brawl decks. This would be a simple series where we're using the Precon decks for Commander / Brawl. In the future, not sure if we'll do this. This would be more up to Brian and Dzuy if they wanted to do this. Michael may also be happy to jump in, but that's a series that may or may not happen in the future. I don't know. So the Uncharted saga, however, is sort of a series. I'm not sure who's going to join me for it, but I'm going to have someone join me. And this is another maybe because it depends on whether or not we have someone who wants to do this with me. But we're going to actually be doing it 2 players, and we will have me and possibly Michael would be the first guess for who it's going to be. The 2 of us are going to be going through Uncharted, and I am actually going to be watching and sort of guiding the player, and we're just going to sort of chat, and it's going to be sort of like Achievement Hunter's Let's Watches, but sort of a one-on-one, just 2 people playing it, and that should be an interesting series. As for the Halo Master Chief Collection series, I have the Lasso Saga, which is going to be doing all the games on Legendary with all skulls on. That is a future series simply because I'm confident in saying we could not do it now. So that is more of a future Let's Play simply because that is not feasible right now. We won't be able to do it. As for Samurai in Halo Master Chief Collection, that is a Slayer variant we created where essentially you get energy swords and it's Slayer. Halo 4, I added some power-up variations, so you get various Spartan abilities that you can use as well that also sort of fit in with the feel of Samurai, or well, at least gameplay of Samurai. Then Gary's mod. TTT will have mods similar to the Yogscast list, though we will have some modifications. And that is a future series along with Prop Hunt, which will mostly be unmodded, but you don't really need mods for Prop Hunt anyway. And those 2 will actually be future series simply because we do not have the equipment to do it now. Similar with Minecraft Java Edition stuff. My laptop cannot run these games well at all, as you can clearly see with Minecraft. And also, the others don't really have the means to play those games right now. So those are sadly going to be future series that are currently sidelined just because we don't have the hardware for it. So let's go over to the Dragon Age saga because this is special and my keyboard is being weird on me. Ugh. Why won't you move when I want you to? So anyway, as for the reason for this Let's Play, I feel like some people will try and say that, oh, it's too late to do a Dragon Age Let's Play, with the exception that there is a new one coming. So, you can't get where you want to. I'll leave it here. So this is a future series, but the idea is very simple. How Dragon Age works is there are 3 games, but each game has a different hero. Unlike Mass Effect, where it was one hero you played through the... Oh, go away, Rain. No one likes you. If there was an option to just make rain not work at all, I would gladly use it. But anyway, so you have 3 different heroes in across the 3 games in Dragon Age, so the idea is very simple. Each game is played by someone different, and basically we live in pretty much the same world. So, for example, Michael could be playing Origins, and his choices would affect Brian or Dzuy playing Dragon Age 2, while I have to deal with both of their decisions in Dragon Age Inquisition. So, this is basically a fun series that's just like, okay, we're going to split the 3 heroes into 3 different players, and we get to watch each other as we basically have to deal with each other's world states and decisions. So hopefully we don't mess each other up massively, like you could potentially do that in Mass Effect, where you basically screw someone from getting the perfect ending doing that. But that's a fun series that I hope we could do one day. I'm not sure about doing it right now, but it is a future thing that would be fun. I don't know who would play what, though. I would probably end up doing Inquisition, simply because it is my game, and that game involves some grinding that I might just do off camera, or outside of the series is like a auxiliary series that's just me grinding while I talk about stuff sort of like this series, maybe, or well, this episode or video, but that's in the future. And then we have a few one-offs. Some of these are sort of just silly ideas. There will only ever be one of each of these, or these might turn into series, but for the most part, I will say that these videos are just one of a kind. Making gingerbread houses, and then is one idea that I have, and then maybe a video where it's like we see a time lapse of sorts of us, like over the course of a few months, looking at them and going, we need to do something about them, and then finally just getting rid of them or throwing them away, and have it be like a little video where it's like all the times we look at them and say, we should do something about these, and us finally dealing with them. Cooking with Boy Scouts is a maybe. It would be mostly me and Michael doing some cooking, but it could also be Brian and Dzuy involved. I don't really know about it. It's just a silly idea that's like, oh, let's throw darts and see what ideas we can come up with. Meanwhile, Zoo Tycoon 2, HaloZoo's challenge, that is going to be me tasking Michael, Brian, and Dzuy to create a zoo in Zoo Tycoon 2 and meet several criteria, such as you have to build an exhibit with blue bucks, an exhibit with bongos, etc., and just meet these challenge criterias, and whoever I feel did the best is going to win. And sort of perhaps an auxiliary challenge to the normal Minecraft stuff for Tarkir/Tarkir Reborn in Bedrock, because they are going to be somewhat based off of Achievement Hunter, so why not have it be they compete with the Tower Pimps, but not just in Minecraft. But I might not make it like that, and it might just be a fun video where it's like, oh, you get to brag that, hey, you won Zoo Tycoon 2, my challenge. Whoop-de-doo. Something like that. But anyway, that is pretty much it for this video. So without further ado, I guess I'll see you around probably in Zoo Tycoon 2 next. And we might see me working on a zoo I've been building in my off time for a bit. I might finally finish that for you guys. But anyway, that is all for this episode, and I will see you guys later.